Hi, this is Aaron from TruOI. Today I'm going to be walking you through on how to use a CSV file as a data set. So first thing we do is drag the extract out onto the canvas. I'm going to create a new data set here. Go down to text files and select my folder location. So on this particular one, I'm going to use system. So this could be delivered as a file drop, FTP location, any way that the files are getting to the system at that point in time. So I'm just going to go ahead and click here, and then I'm going to just use a wildcard to find my file. There should be only one in here, and there it is. Hit save, and now I can see all the columns that I'm for my data set. I'll just hit preview real quick here to see what's coming in. I'll take note that line 1 right here has all the header information. So I'm just going to go ahead and purge that header information out. That's one of the first things I want to do. Close that out, hit save. Save this as an embedded data set because I'm only going to be utilizing this data set on this particular job. So we're just going to give it a name, system. CSV, save, and from there I'm going to, first thing, I'm going to filter out that top first row that I'm getting in. I want to get that out of my data. So line number, I'm going to keep everything that does not equal 1. Save there. Now I look at the data. Top rows out. Next thing I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and delete all the columns that I don't need. In this particular instance, I want to get rid of pretty much everything except for this line text, which is essentially the content of the CSV file. Save. Now I want to take that information and I'm going to go ahead and split all that out into different columns. I'm going to use the split column task here, and it's delimited, and I'm also going to be using quotes in my file. And we'll add in, first thing we're going to do is use date time. Date time. And then we'll just keep adding CPU, memory, and C drive. Keep everything lowercase. Consistency. Not going to do anything with the data types at this point. I'm just going to leave them all as strings, and I'll just going to go ahead and clean up any of the data issues that I see before I change the data types. So I'm just going to continue from here. Save there. I'm going to hit save here as well. And the next one, I got to remove these quotes that are around the drive percentage utilization there. So I'm going to use the replace data type, and in that particular row, I'm going to find the quote, and then I'm going to replace it with nothing. And so anytime that comes up, I'm just going to ignore it. I'm going to select here, and I'm going to focus specifically on the C. It's case sensitive, allow all occurrences, match anywhere, should be good to so I'll hit save there. Now I should click run again, and now the quotes are gone. Now I can go ahead and change my data types. First thing we got to do is we got to address the date time. If you remember back, here, let me close this out and we can come back into it, how the date time was formatted. So there's a year, there's the month, and there's the day. And then we've got in 24-hour format, there's the hour, the minute, and then the second. We have to put that into the system so that it can convert that. So what I want to do is I'm going to come in, I'm going to select date time, and then just remove some of this formatting in here to create that custom format that it's expecting, which is just basically taking out any of the separators. And from there, I'm going to move on to the memory, because that's going to be a number. And then the drive also needs to be a number. And I'm going to leave everything as decimal. I expect it not to be a whole number all the time. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave it there. Hit save. Go ahead and run. See what it looks like. See my CPU. I've got 2 CPUs on this computer that I'm monitoring. So I've got both CPUs there. I've got the date which came in and is now formatted correctly. My memory, like I said, is not a whole number. And then utilizing 6% of the drive capability. At this point, I should be able to take the information I have here and drop it into a table. So I'm going to go ahead and say load. Connect these two. And then create a target table from input. That's what I'm interested in. I'm going to use data store, DPO, okay. And then I'm just going to go ahead and type out system utilization, and from there I could throw in a non-unique index, then just go ahead and hit create. I can run a delete and replace, or I can say new rows, and I'm going to go off the date time. Anytime that a new date time comes up, it's going to insert it. It's going to update any of the ones that are already in there for that specific date time. And I should never see more than one record using that date time. So we should be good to go there. Save it there. And now run. And there's my final product. Anyway, thank you for your time today. I'll see you in the next video.